Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Joking. I know it's Saturday, I'm kidding. Good morning, good morning. I hope you're well this morning. It is a hot day, a humid day. The sun's not breaking through. It's just very humid this morning. I'm obviously at the beach. Of course I am. So if you're jumping on, let me know how you're doing. Good morning, Sophie. How are you this fine Saturday morning? How many out of 10 you doing? I'm good. I feel good. I feel probably 7 out of 10. I've done an 8K run. I'm on the rocks. People are in the water already. It is a beautiful day. So yeah, if you're jumping on, say hi. How was your week been? If you're part of my It Starts With You group, which is my free Facebook group, by the way, so you can go and jump in there. Just look for under groups. It Starts With You. I always do a thing on a Friday, which is 5 words to describe your week, which is very interesting when I do that and to see how people's week has been. Good morning, Lorraine. How are you doing? How many out of 10 are you today? I think I'm a 7 right now. I woke up very tired, but I sometimes it's like, morning, Penny. How you doing, my darling? Um, Sometimes it's like last night, I was supposed to go and meet some friends, and I'm not gonna lie, and I've said this to my friend. I was just like, I don't want to go. I got at 5 o'clock. I was supposed to go. I was still at my desk doing stuff that I had after a conversation that had to get done, or I still have to get done. By the way, I haven't got it done, and I just was like, I just don't want to go. Do you ever feel like that? It's just like, it all feels good, doesn't it, at the time when we make these great plans and we're like, yeah, let's do that, let's go there. And then you're like, oh God, when it comes to it, you just don't want to go. And it felt like a good idea at the time. And then I guess, um, yeah, Friday was a bit of an up and down day. But in the end, anyway, I sort of was like putting it off, doing bits and pieces, bobbing about. And then I just thought, oh, sod it, I'll just pop down for 20 minutes. So we're going to the beach, having a barbecue on the beach. And I just thought, I'm just going to be sociable. I'm going to um, just go for 20 minutes, and I'm good with 20 minutes. So that was me pleasing me. It was like, I'm not going to go and have the barbecue and the drinks. I'm just going to go for 20 minutes. That was me pleasing me. Um, uh, Andy's saying he's 11.3 out of 10. I love that. Good morning, Jules. Sophie's feeling 7, still in bed. What? Get the fuck up. Come on. It's a beautiful day. My lovely friend Jules is here, who I know is working this weekend, I believe, Jules. So anyway, I was saying it was like, so I didn't want to go to the beach. Um, but I went, I thought, actually, you know what? I'm not going to go and have a bath. I'm good with 20 minutes. So I went to the beach. And of course, I was there with my friends and we had a laugh. They cheered me up. I had a beer and some lovely chicken that Chris cooked. Thank you, Chris. I met a new friend. What a lovely guy. Um, and and I felt so much better for it. And so I'm asking you, like, do you ever do that? Do you feel obligated to do things to make other people happy? And I called this post, "You don't need to make anyone happy," and you don't. And but sometimes we don't know what's going to be good for us, do we? Sometimes Sophie says she's getting up and Jules is at work. Have a great day, Jules. Look at me, I'm on the rocks by the beach. uh, I have done an 8K run, so that's kind of work, but that's mental health work and physical work. So sometimes we just, we don't know what's going to be good for us, do we? And that's what I'm saying. So I was like, my compromise to myself was, I'm just going to go for 20 minutes and I'm good with that. And that was me pleasing me, knowing that I don't have to go for 3-4 hours and have a barbecue and drink beer and blah blah, be sociable when I didn't feel like being sociable. I had a little bit of a Debbie Downer, I'm not going to lie, last night, early evening. It was like, just everything that's happened in the last month. And my dad died, and dad's funeral this week. I think I'm allowed. But me just going, right, what am I happy with? What am I comfortable with? And that was me just going, saying hello, knowing that I appreciate those guys, and making an effort. And of course, I ended up staying for several hours, having a really good time, and it really lifted and elevated me. So sometimes we don't know what's good for us, but equally, we don't need to please anyone. And I think there's a lot. Morning, Sue Sperrin. How are you out of 10? Jules, you haven't told me how many out of 10 you are. Because although you're working, it is your business. So I'm pretty sure you're happy about it. Good morning, Sue. How many out of 10 are you? How many out of 10 are you? So we do a lot of people pleasing, don't we? I think us humans, we think, we do a lot of things for other people, which is great. Like, I love serving people. I love helping people. But don't get me wrong, there is a difference, when we're doing a lot of things for other people, and you don't need to, make anyone happy. You don't need the only person you need to make happy is yourself. And I say this a lot in my coaching. Okay, my signal's breaking up, is it? Let me move slightly. Sandra is an 8 out of 10. Is anyone else getting a broken up signal? Or is it just Sue Sperrin? And Sue, well, Sue, you're 886 meters up a bloody mountain. Oh my God, send us a picture, please. How amazing is that? I don't think anyone's ever watched me up a mountain before. Well, they might have, but they never told me about it. Sandra's 8 out of 10. I love an 8 out of 10. Penny, 6.5 out of 10. Lots of family stuff to sort. Lots of love to you, Penny. I know a little bit about what's going on, so let's shift the needle somehow. Go for a walk, go for a run. Look up there, look. Just drink that in for a minute. Deep breath, arms out wide. Thank fuck I'm alive, eh? That universe is amazing. Amazing. Just be grateful for that right now. You do not have to please anyone, Penny, other than yourself. The person you need to make happy is yourself. You can't be, I know it's hard. And when we've got kids and family and we want them to do certain things, we want to behave in certain ways, but we have to get to a point where we accept that they got to make their own mistakes, and they got to do what they got to do. And it's hard for us to watch, my dad was actually very, very good at letting us make our own mistakes. My dad never put any pressure on us to do anything, nothing, to go to college, to study hard, to do our homework. The homework was a lot less back then, by the way. To do anything in sport or anything. He took me to sport and athletics. I love sport and athletics, but he never said, don't do this, don't do that. Don't get me wrong, we had boundaries and they were quite strict, but there is a difference. He allowed, and I asked him about this before, and my mum and dad said that they wanted us to make our own mistakes, to have our own experiences and to learn from those. And that's so true. It's so powerful. That I found that really, really powerful, because I was a bit like, well, why didn't you do this, and why didn't you tell me, I couldn't do that and this, that, and the other. And it's actually for very good reason, because you learn best from your biggest mistakes, from the things that you do, right? Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent. Kel surprise. Barbara's 7 out of 10 this morning, and she does things to please others. I'm a people pleaser, much to my detriment at times. Exactly. Because once you start people pleasing and you're doing things for other people all the time, you know what happens? They start asking you to do more and more and more, and you get dragged down and your energy zaps from life. I've seen it in a very good friend of mine who's a real people pleaser, puts other people way before themselves, way. And I always, we do talk about it, and because that's not how I live my life, and I work on that all the time. The one person you need to please and you need to make happy is yourself, is you. You are number one. You do not need to please anyone or make anyone else happy. That is their responsibility. Your responsibility is to yourself, because when you are You are boldly you, and you own you. Whatever some people say, good, bad, and the ugly. There's lots of things that people don't like about me. I'm loud, I'm brash, I swear a lot. I'm black, I'm gay, I live in Brighton. What else? I don't know. Got tattoos. Some people don't like that about me, just the way I look and the way I talk. But I love me, and I'm unique, and I am. There is only one of me. There's 7 billion people on this planet, and nobody is exactly like me. Nobody. There is just me, and it's the same for you. You are absolutely beautifully unique. And the sooner you can embrace that and own that and show up like that deliberately, intently, then the sooner you'll win at life. Winning at life, 80% of winning at life is showing up as you. And I've only come to realize this in recent years. I've talked about it for a long time, but actually lived it properly, owned it properly, has not been, I was a big pretender growing up in my early 20s, even in my 30s. Pretended to be something I wasn't, pretended I was happy when I wasn't, pretended I was confident when I wasn't. Mind you, don't get me wrong, sometimes that can work in your favor, but success, I think, comes from being you and owning it, your shit, and showing up as you. And it takes work, it takes daily intentional work. Sue is saying we're wearing our hoodies too. She's got the It Starts With You hoodies on. I need a photo of that. Put that in the It Starts With You group, Sue. That'll be awesome to see that in there today. So if you're not in the It Starts With You group, Facebook group, guys, it's free. So please go and look for it and join it. I'd love to have you in there. Great bunch of people in there, Sue being one of them. Sue is a 9 out of 10 today. We love a 9. And Laurie, what's Laurie up to? Laurie said, tough message, hard to learn, but so true. Got to just keep working on it. Exactly. Exactly. It's not, listen, I'm not preaching, although it sounds like I'm preaching, from a place of perfection. It's taken me a long time to own who I am, to know that I am enough, that I'm more than enough, just like you are, as you are authentically you. And Laurie, you are freaking awesome, by the way. I know you a little bit, and I've got to know you through the challenges we've done and you being part of the Real Life Club. And you are freaking awesome just as you are. Why would you not want to share that with the world? Why would you pretend to be somebody or something you're not? You are absolutely unique. And when you can do that, when you can own your shit, you can own who you are, and you can love on yourself. See, the only person you need to make happy is you. Love yourself first. Then you go out into the world, and the world gets you, awesome you, 100% you, and you attract the right people and the right things at the right time into your life. I believe that. Everything comes into your life for a reason at the right time. But you got to take action. You got to go out there, and you got to be you. And it is a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. You're a work in progress. We all are. But you need to love yourself first. You don't need to please anyone other than yourself. And of course, once you're pleasing yourself and you're happy with you as you are, then going out and serving others and helping others becomes so much more easier, and you attract more of the right people, right? Does this make sense? Let me know in the comments if I am making sense. I'm sure that I am, but please let me know if I am. Penny, thanks, Sam. I needed this today. Lost my way a bit recently. Oh, my darling, you are very welcome. And that, honestly, that's amazing. That, you were just meant to tune in today. You were just meant to tune in today and hear this. And you know what you're doing, and the things that who you are as a person. I think you're amazing. You're a freaking awesome, fabulous person, and just keep shining your light, darling. You're doing some great things. I've seen your posts in your group and stuff. And focus on that. Focus on Penny. Who's Penny? What does Penny want? What makes Penny happy? And put that out into the world. We want to fix people and please people and have people like us. Of course we do. We all want friends. We all want a peer group. But you're only going to attract the right friends, the right peer group, the right relationship if you are showing up as the real you. That's why I'm called the Real Life Coach. And I didn't make that name up, by the way. Somebody else did. Good morning. Shiftlet. Shiftlet. What an awesome name. Sorry if I've said it wrong. Laurie says, makes total sense. You're just freaking awesome. Yeah, thank you. That's really sweet of you. Really, really kind of you. You are awesome too. So that's my message for a Saturday. I felt a bit shit last night, not gonna lie, and I didn't want to go and spend hours on the beach with my friends. So I committed to doing 20 minutes, which I was good with, and I was happy with that. Of course, I ended up spending several hours and having a great time, but I was pleasing myself when I left the door. It's like 20 minutes, and that was good for me. So please yourself. Don't be a people pleaser. We've done it so many times. Do you know what happens when you people please and you go and do things because you think, oh, they want me to do that. That'll make them happy. I don't fucking want to do it. That'll make me feel a bit shit. Do you know what happens? You end up getting annoyed with them. They irritate you, and you get disgruntled feelings, and it leads to just resentment. That's what it leads to. That's where it stems from. That's where it comes from. Part of it. So think about that. You don't want to be annoyed at your friends and your family, do you? You don't want to be irritated and frustrated and disgruntled with them, do you? No, it's not their fault. It's your fault because you're going doing and people pleasing things that you don't want to do and just trying to make other people happy. You do you first. Be bold and you do you first. Barbara, Sam, I'm trying to put myself first, but the buggers keep biting back, but I will get there. No buggers are biting back. Take control, Barbara. Take freaking control. You think this is a bit of tough love, right? And I speak from a place of love and I speak from experience. You think it's them, but it's you. You think it's them, but it's you. You are allowing them to do it. I know that's hard to hear. And if Sandra's on here, and she said when I gave her a similar message about taking responsibility for herself, owning her shit, that it was no one else's fault, that you do you. She didn't want to hear it, but then the penny dropped and she got it. And Sandra, I'm pleased to say, who is on here, hopefully still is doing amazingly well. And it's a little bit of tough love. When we complain or moan that it's other people's that are impacting our lives or whatever, that doesn't put you in the driving seat. And I want you to be in the driving seat. I want you to be in control. Don't be in a passenger seat. Don't be in the back seat, and don't be in the boot. Be in the driving seat. Take control. When you take control and you have a choice, you can make those decisions. Chances are probably that, and I've been there, you don't want to make those choices and take those decisions and make that change because what is going to come off the back of it is uncomfortable feelings. And that's what you're trying to avoid, those uncomfortable feelings. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense, Barbara. I really do. Sophie said, I have had to force myself to go to football training, but I really enjoy it when I get there. Well, other than melting in a heap in the middle of the pitch, but I know it's good for me. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if it's hot. Oh, sorry. I'm back. I don't know if it's hot there now, but it's bloody hot here yesterday. It's humid today and there's a bit of cloud coverage. So I think we need it after yesterday. It was so flipping hot. So Barbara, look, I hope you can take that with the intent that it's come from a place of love, it's come from a place of experience. Look, and Sandra, who I was talking about, is just commented, can't thank you enough. It really has helped her, and I share it because I want to help you. I want to help the masses, but first and foremost, I help myself first, and put myself first and my needs first. And some people think that's selfish. I don't care. I absolutely don't care anymore. Um, when I fill my cup up first, and I got more to pour from. I got more to pour from and pour on people and love on people with. And that's how you have to think about it. If you do you first, then you've got so much more to give to other people. When you show up as a real you, you attract the right people and the right things. You know, the word I can is a horrible word, and we use it a lot in the English language. I can't do this, I can't do that. You can, but it's dealing with the consequences. It's dealing with the change it's going to affect. It's dealing with the emotions that it's going to cause a reaction to that change, to that decision. That's what's the challenge is. And I get it. It's not easy. I've put off making decisions about things in my life because I know that the conversation's going to be hard, that I know what's going to come out of it, the things that are going to change in your life. You're scared of what that's going to feel like, or you might be scared of what being on your own if it's about a relationship, or not having the security of a job. We love security, us human beings. Security, when we have uncertainty and security, we're not good, are we are not good. Jules is saying, absolutely, I hate those words, I can't do that. Yeah, exactly. Well, think about, how can I do it, or who can help me do it? How can I do this? Who can help me do this? Reframe those words. If I look at something, I think, oh shit, I can't do that. I've got to think, okay, who can help me? Or how can I help myself to do it? Who do I need to speak to? What do I need to do to be able to do it? Who do I need to ask? If I could do this, what would it look like? Think, try and just reframe some of that and think about that. So anyway, that's my little chat for a Saturday morning. I hope you're well. I'm just really grateful to be sitting by the beach this morning and being alive, having another day on the planet. This day is not going to come round again, so make the most of it, because it's the most important day of your life. Have a great Saturday, guys. I'll speak to you soon.